You're going to bend in towards your chest, and the foot is going to stay parallel to the ceiling, and then you're going to press away. And begin to bend and straighten your leg, again as if you had a cup of something balanced on your foot. So if we can take away some of the work of the abdominal wall that it has to do to hold us there, we can use our arms instead, then we can actually be able to flex a little bit more in our spine and see how easily you can move your leg. Now make it movement, not an exercise. Just move it around, move it out to the side, move it around. Let it be really mobile. Anytime we can experience something without having to commit to the full movement, we can actually learn to do it and feel it before we're having to hold ourselves up against gravity. Stay in that position and lengthen. So sometimes we can't do things because we've never done them before. I know, the wisdom I've come up with in the middle of these workshops it's tremendous. My other preference is that you really hold on. There's a lot of this, which is like this, right? It's like, did you forget to shave? Are you know, your hands are dirty? I don't know what's happening. But it's not useful. It doesn't teach us anything. It doesn't help us to do it. So hold on like you mean it. You don't have to have a lot of activation, but just really get contact with both knees. Start to send your knees a little bit away from you. Lengthen the back of your neck. Let's see really good chest lift rolling up into this assisted curl up position. And pause there. Remember how it felt to have your hands at the back of your head from before, and press your head back that little bit as if your hands were still there holding you. Reach them forward in front of you. So it's like you're doing half of the 100. Press your knees into your hands and curl up, widening the back ribs. Spread them apart like you're opening vertical blinds. Easier for most people if the pelvis is tilted back just a little bit. That generally people feel a little bit more stable there, and it's the position that people often migrate toward. Absolutely possible to do this with the pelvis more toward neutral. You start with the lumbar spine lengthened and a little bit of flexion, and you mess up a little bit, you'll get to neutral. You're still okay. If you start in neutral and you mess up a little bit, you're going to probably start moving toward anterior, which is not where we want to be, right? So if you think about lengthening the back of the leg, it's a little bit more effective. Begin to roll down across your right shoulder blade, your right ribs, your right waist, your right hip. Go into the 6 o'clock position of your pelvic clock as you circle around, and feel how when you bring your legs towards you, your pelvis just naturally starts to come off of the floor. I want you to feel like you're going to press the backs of your thighs toward the ceiling. So if the ceiling was lowered and the ceiling was touching you, you could press your legs into the ceiling, where she has the capacity to do this with ease. That's telling her body, okay, we're going over. I just want to have the feeling of creating space here by using the back of the legs. Platter of drinks. Depending on how you feel, it might be coffee, might be water, might be champagne, I don't know, okay? Take your feet to your right shoulder without spilling anything, and come back across and come to this side. I'm not pushing her, right? I'm not doing anything other than turning her skin to create the movement that I want. So I'm not mobilizing her shoulder or doing anything like that. So if I can pull just a little bit on her legs, it's often going to pull her into extension, right? I can push her into flexion and extension. Roll away from your legs. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and release. Yeah, it's a tough spot to get through. Oh my gosh, especially, you know, again, in front of 40 of your closest friends. Reach your elbows away. Good. And that's that point where, again, that Mr. Spock lengthening through the tips of the ears is very helpful. Now, as you start to come up, John, I want you to feel like the front of your rib cage is going to move into the mat. Sink into the mat away from my hand and let this come around at the same time.